My grandma died a few months ago. Also, hello and good afternoon to you. I'm not a religious or really spiritual person. You do you. I don't care what you do as long as you're not hurting anybody else. Slay, live your life. At most, I may be a little superstitious. I like a good ghost story. But I mostly just believe be a good person and that's all that matters in life. And if there's an afterlife, then you'll get what you deserve either way. If you don't know, my grandma and I were like BFFs. I lived in her house for a long time throughout my childhood and adulthood. She lived in that house for the entire 77 years that she was alive. Last week, my sister and I went to see the house for the last time and say goodbye. First of all, when we walked in, we heard footsteps upstairs. Not just like a little creak, but like somebody was walking up there. Nobody was walking up there. We just kind of walked around from room to room, bawling our eyes out, as one may expect. Every single night since we said goodbye to the house, I have had dreams about my grandma. And up until that point, I hadn't had a single dream about her. I even had like grief moments where I was like, Grab, like visit me in my dreams if you're up there. And then nothing would happen and I'd be like, you might be inclined to be like, oh, don't be scared. She's just saying hello. She's not saying hello. She's not saying fucking anything. I'm just dreaming about other random shit and then she just appears in the background and the dream slowly becomes more focused on her. Trigger warning, scary as fuck. I was just dreaming about something else that I don't remember and she just appears like slumped up against the window. Last night I had a dream that I was back in her empty house and she was just standing there staring at me. Her eyes were all white and her pupils were like a tiny cat pupil or like a snake pupil. Then I wake up in a panic so bad that my Apple Watch has been giving me notifications that my heart rate during sleep has been higher than normal. It's now to the point where I dread bedtime as a grown woman. When I wake up from these dreams, I stay awake for an hour in the middle of the night, both because I physically need to calm down and because I try to force myself to think about something else so I won't keep dreaming about her when I go back to sleep. I still dream about her when I go back to sleep. I know that I tell stories in kind of a silly way because that's how I cope with this, but I actually genuinely feel a lot of anxiety and am troubled over this. Is there a way to stop yourself from dreaming? I am so dead ass. But also I feel like a bad person for saying I don't want to dream about my grandma. I'd be fine with dreaming about my grandma if they were nice dreams, but she's scaring me. The only other time in my life that I have had dreams this vivid is when I was pregnant.
No, I'm not fucking pregnant.
I'm kind of not having a good time.